Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Beorning, and we are back here with Coradun and Nona, and let's see what Nona has to say.
Whatever orc took the bow must have fled the area.
You did not find Coradun's bow? We didn't either. He seemed surprised, but I was not. Whatever orc took the bow must have known an elf would come looking for it and fled the area. This orc is lucky he did, for its hunters number 3, Beorning, Ukluth, and Elf. Flight alone could not have saved it. I'm sorry Corydon does not have his favorite bow, but I still enjoyed the hunt. Do you think you can humor me on one count, Pineclaw? I understand we must hurry, but this should not take very long. All
Let us
right.
take a detour to Stungard so I can thank Horn.
Oh, Daddy, you want to go to Stangard? Alright, well, that's certainly a change of mind. Yes, when we were here last in this region, I was wounded in the swamp, and you brought me to a nearby outpost of the Horse Lords. I was a wounded enemy to everyone there save one, the Rohirrim man called Horn. He spoke on my behalf, and when you suggested that I be taken to the elf woods for healing, wait, no, wasn't quite what happened. Actually, it was Horn's suggestion. Really? Well, that is one more thing for which I should thank him then. And that is what I want, Pineclaw. A brief detour to the outpost of Stangard so that I can give him my thanks. Perhaps you can have him meet me here. Yes, I do not think I would be welcome once again within those walls. Alright, yes, that sounds more like it. Alright, so let's head over to Stangard. Let's see. Well, alright.
What can I do for you?
Any horses to Stangard? Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's see if any of the people there are willing to talk with me. Especially Horn. Oh, hold on. Hello there, is Horn within?
You were looking for Horn. Good. Take him with you.
Oh, what? Yeah, oh, it's you. Oh, still traveling with unsavory types, I guess? Yeah, okay. Well, if you find Horn, take him with you. Take him and be gone. You will find him up the hill. Boy, he's certainly a friendly sort, isn't he? Take him with me. Oh, good grief. Now, what did Horn do to him that he is so angry at him? I haven't the slightest idea, but I would presume Horn's going to be up here somewhere. And if he is, well, Nona did ask me to bring Horn along so that she could thank him, but what's he going to do afterwards? I mean, being exiled from a place of exile isn't exactly a fun thing. Hello, Horn. How are things going?
How is the Dunlending girl? Did she survive?
Yeah, I did not think to see you again, Pineclaw. And how is the Dunlending girl? Oh, yeah, she seems to be doing well. Galadriel seems to heal her. Oh, I see. I am glad. Yes. It seems there's no place for me here anymore, Pineclaw. I am no longer welcome in Stangard. My fellows fear that I am somewhat tainted by stepping foot within the elven woods, and by speaking on behalf of a Dunlending. Well, they no longer trust me. They want me to leave by sunrise tomorrow. Yeah, you think? But is there anything I can do in order to help with this? Well, I do not have many possessions. If you bring me my harp and my writing supplies, I'll be ready to go. And my harp is in the tavern, my writing supplies at Wada's house, where I'm staying, and then I can leave with you. Alright. So, I suppose I can do that. Wada's house and the tavern. Now, why he left it, I guess he might have been playing for the people there, and it was late. He didn't want to carry his harp home, especially if he had a bit to drink. Alright, let's see there. I really think they should mark their taverns better. And like those nice friendly signs they have in the Shire. Alright, let's see. Where are we? Ah! Looky here, a harp. Alright, good. And we've got one of those. Now, where can we find Wada's house? Hopefully I understand his directions properly. And let's see. Somewhere up here, I think. Obviously not all the way up. Alright, let's see. Actually, I think it's down here. Well, let's try down here. And let's see. Well, that's a place. Well, maybe it is up there. Well, that shows you. Well, let's check these places out first. Let's see, it looks like Tatwine. Alright, let's see. Well, yeah, I guess it is up there. Alright, let's head up here and find Wada's house. Well, here's an oven, just in case I needed to make more honey cakes. Ah, this looks like it. And, oh, right here are some writing supplies. I guess that must be what he meant. So let us find Horn now and be able to get from this place where people are saying, okay, foreign person, how do we know he's not a Dunlending? Yeah, that's what they're thinking. Well, let us speak with Horn and get out of here. Alright, here they are.
I am not welcome in Stangard. But where can I go?
And thank you for bringing these to me. I am not welcome here. By order of King Theoden, I am not to return to Rohan until my term of service in Stangard is finished. Oh, by the way, where are you traveling, Pineclaw? Could you use another companion on the road? I do not wish to intrude, but I believe my place is with you and with the Dunlending girl. Well, it is no lie. It was no life I really gave up. I only did what was right, though my fellows failed to see it. Oh, well, yes. Well, come along then. Well, thank you, Pineclaw. I owe you a great deal for this. An aimless life would ill suit me. Your goals are now mine, and the dangers you face, I will face as well. All right. So, let's go and speak with Nona and see what she thinks about all this. Well, at least she will welcome the visit, since she did ask me to bring him there. Alright, good. Alright, Nona, he'll be coming with us.
This confirms what I suspected about the Horse Lords. Cruel even to their own.
Yes, they're cruel even to their own and are not deserving of our sympathies. I will speak with Horn, thank him for his words on my behalf, and give him my sorrow they suffered for me, but I will also tell him that he is now better off, and needs to shed no tears for his lost fellows. We will be ready to leave when Corydon says we should leave. Speak with him when you are ready. All right? I'm ready.
Our band of companions grows.
A Dunlending girl, a Rohirrim man, an elf, and you. Sounds like a joke, does it not? I'll come up with a punchline later.
We will still fit in the one boat, but it will not be comfortable.
I do not think we should recruit any more companions, Pineclaw, unless you fancy swimming alongside the boat. Are you ready to continue on the journey? Alright, let's go.
Let us go to the boat together.
Yes, let's go.
I have journeyed on the great river often, and know its swirls and eddies like no other elf.
Alright, that's good to hear.
The river Anduin is as familiar to me as my own shadow, but it is still a journey of some days. We must stop here for the night.
That is far enough for today, Pineclaw. Horn is already seen to the fire, so now we must sup and take some rest before the night watches begin. We will leave in the morning, at first light. It would not, it is not good to travel further south on Anduin at night, unless the need is considerable. The waters become treacherous the nearer you get to Sarn Gebir. All right, let us rejoin our companions. It is a good fire and built quickly. Thank you. All right, and let me sit with you. Hello, Nona. The Elf Queen was right to send this guide with us, Pineclaw. He knows the waters and knows how to keep a boat afloat, which is more than the daughter of Suvluk knows. Were it up to me, I would lead us south by dry land, with springy turf underfoot and no fear of foundering. The boat is not large enough to keep us from speaking, Pineclaw, but, as you saw, the Horse Lord managed to avoid addressing me in any way once we were in the river. If he has a grievance with me, tell him to air it so that I may respond appropriately. I have become tired of his ability to look all around him, but not in my direction, whatever that direction happens to be. Well, Horn, you are fortunate to have friends among the elves, Pineclaw. I would not want to take a journey without a guide, and Corydon appears to know what he is doing. But it is not seemly for a Manarohan to mingle with elves, as you saw in Stangard. Of his kind, my people have little to say but this: long-lived and dangerous. They have more to say of the folks of Dunland, but none of it is kind, and I will not disturb the girl's ears with any of it. I regret Nona's ill welcome at Stangard when she had need of my aid, though I understand its root. Her people and mine have a long and unhappy history. I have no quarrel with her personally, but our shared friends and duties make us allies. Nothing more than that. Okay. We have some time before we should begin the night watches, Pineclaw. Would you find some tale-telling agreeable? I find that the weaving of a good story among the companions around the fire can be a pleasant way to pass the time. Have a seat and listen, Pineclaw. I will begin, and perhaps our companions will be able to share as well. I grew up in the Golden Wood, but I spent most of my time exploring the wilderness. My sister Siglet stayed at Lorien for long years, but not in idleness. My skill was with the bow, but hers with knives. She made them herself, and each was deadlier than the last. I returned from my journey once convinced that I had become the greatest of archers. Is that so? I wager you cannot hit this wooden target from 50 paces. I accepted, and strode 50 paces. When I turned to fire, my sister was right. She had hewn the target at its base, and had fallen into the grass. We laughed and laughed. That was my tale. Do you have one to share, Pineclaw? Well, there was the... Since you bring up the... about your sister, let me tell you about my last seeing of her. Yes, I am familiar with the tale of Dol Guldur. It involves my sister Siglith. The sorrow is still with me, but it is good to think of my sister again. I would like to hear the story. Then I speak of a role fighting evil Dol Guldur along the Golden Host. With this axe of mithril, I will even the ruler of the tower of Malzog a prisoner. Speaking of Malzog and Ziegelberg and Siglith's heroism. And in the end, we won, but Siglith was lost. I shall go next. My tale concerns King Fengel of Rohan, the grandfather of Theoden King. It is a sad tale, given the happenings of late, but you may find it interesting. Okay. King Fengel came from the throne when he was very young, and ruled for 50 years. Though long, his rule was ill-starred. He was prone to greed and made many enemies. In the last winter of his reign, he was hunting north of the Entwade on a cold afternoon. An elderly woman stumbled into his camp. She was lost and hungry. "A scrap of bread, if you please, my mighty lord. I am lost and cold and hungry." "Who are you, crone, to beg from the crown? If you seek warm food in your belly, find some churl whose bed lies unwarmed, or find some game and kill it yourself." King Fengel threw his own dagger at her feet and sent her away into the dark night. "This is the kindness of the horse lords, is it?" Horn did say that Fengel was a foolish king. He did say that, and I say he spoke true, but it does not seem an uncommon trait among the horse lords. The king's men were horrified, and they searched for the woman. They found her at dawn, frozen to death at the foot of a tall boulder, the king's dagger still in her hand. She had carved a curse in the face of the stone, along with her name, Wurginde. Wurginde. This is what she carved into the stone. "Feckless Fengel, fool I name thee. Grief shall be the get of thy greed. No lord of your line shall long live. Upon thy seat no son shall settle. Kin and kingdom your craving hath killed, until the might of the mark is mended. Wurgrinde." King Fengel was furious, and he ordered Wurgrinde's body burned and the stone destroyed. But no man in this company could move her, and every hammer and mattock they set to the stone shattered on contact. King Fengel himself assailed the stone with a sword until the blade shattered and a shard pierced his thigh. The wound festered, and King Fengel died of a poisoned blood the first day of spring. Many in Rohan thought the curse was ended, but now that Prince Theodred is gone, well, that is the end of my tale for now. I did not have a flowery words to turn into phrases that Corden and his man Horn have, Pineclaw. I write my tale in the hide of my enemies, with Wadu's sword as my quill. I have no story to tell. Everyone has a story, Nona. What is the origin of the sword you bear? The horse motif is not of your people. The sword came from my brother Wadu. He used it to slay a great beast. What is this beast? A large animal of some kind? A bear? It was a great Gweebear, the mighty dragon spawn of the mountains. Can it be? I know of no such creature. There is much about my land and people you do not know. That may be so, Nona. I am sorry if I have offended you. Your brother must have been a great man to defeat such a foe. He was. I think that is enough tale spinning for one night, Pineclaw. I will take the first watch, and I will wake you when it is your turn. We will set out again at first light. We will leave at first light. For now, you should get some rest. In the morning, we will continue our journey down the Anduin.